Okay. I guess I'll start by bringing up the image I took. So I'll share that. Window, Slack. Do I want to bring up Slack? Yeah. Window, Slack, window. There it is. Share. Okay. All right. Do you see what I see?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So overall, I like this layout that you've done. I want the pond to be larger. It just seems to me like Swandog and Sharkflingo are too close.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
I already did that. I just sent you.
okay, so let's look at that because I haven't looked at this. Okay. Can you bring the water in so that we feel like the pond continues this way?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I like this flag.
I haven't changed the Swandog position yet.
Yeah, and you know what I'm looking for is kind of like it's gonna be kind of like, see what I'm doing with my eyes, like I'm cheating them up. I'm like, that's what I want Swandog's eyes to be like for this excuse me, for this moment.
Okay.
I see you've played with the moon sun.
Yeah.
So I realized something from our last conversation. The moon sun is, I think it's, I don't even know how to point to it. I think it's that way. It's above, it's where Halvin is. So let's see. So we have a map. Here we go. So the moon sun's here. So this is going to broadcast into this direction. And we might get a little bit of shadow on one side. That would be consistent. In spread 3, I think it was, we have the moon sun broadcasting a shadow, and we see the shadow on the right side.
Yeah.
It's with the bat beetle and beetle bat, and
yeah.
the shadow divides them.
Yeah, it was on the right side.
So spread 15, we take a little bit of artistic license in how we interpret the light, kind of where it's coming from, and I like that for Octopede. But I do want to have the moon sun, half light coming from over here, consistent on spread 16.
Okay, so what part that will make in shadow?
That's a great question. I don't know yet. I'm guessing the shadow is going to kind of just come maybe along the water a little bit, and maybe it'll just, like, we'll just see the shadow like at Swandog's feet. So the shadow will be here, and then and I'm planning in advance for the moment Swandog looks into his own eyes and is looking at the reflection underneath him. And in that moment, there will be even more of the shadow. And then right after that is Flash Night, where night has engulfed all of Valhalla Olympus very quickly because of the rotating moon sun.
Mhm.
So, do you see the line I'm making with my mouse here?
Yeah.
It might be a subtle detail, but there will be a consistent dark shadow.
So it will affect very small part of the page.
Yes. Yes. Yes, it will.
Okay, so the it would be dark only at the bottom of the page, a little bit of the bottom.
Yeah. So this is where it'll be dark here, but the light is going from this side to this side. So we will still get normal shadows, but they'll be less dark than the moon sun shadow. It's like two different types of shadows.
Mhm. So it won't affect the sky that we have here.
It will not. Yeah. It will not.
Okay. But do you think that would be like the audience will understand what's that shadow?
You know what? They might not. That's okay. I mean, we have this similar shadow in other places.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like we've kind of, and I think we have we have it in maybe a couple other spots. I don't remember exactly. I'm gonna look at your let's see, you made a storyboard recently, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm looking at that. I gotta share that. Let's see here. So something else. Wow, these look so good. Did I share it properly? Let's see. No, I didn't. Okay. Here it is. There. So where else do we have some of that shadow? We have it in spread 3 here. We have it in spread 2, which we'll come back to. We sort of have it. We have it in a lot of spots actually. We have it when CatOwl eats Guppy Finch. We have a little bit of moon sun shadow. Can you see my mouse?
Yeah.
Okay. So then we got the shadow over here. An idea that I mentioned is I would like to see CatOwl more in spreads.
Oh yeah.
Maybe even as a very small CatOwl. Just to see CatOwl like look at certain things. We don't have to have CatOwl in every spread, but there's some places where CatOwl would land nicely. Like if CatOwl was kind of like flying in the corner here near Octopede, and we have some space in the sky over here for a little CatOwl moment. Oh yeah, I just noticed you have this spread twice.
Oh yeah, because one of them is kids friendly version.
That's right. Good job. That's right. Okay. Oh, that's right. People really love Mermaid Tater. You might be able to get away with getting like a little CatOwl like flying outside this bubble, like a tiny in the sky type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But inside of Denkoop, it doesn't make sense. We're not going to see CatOwl here. I mean, you might have CatOwl like in the sky, in the background. It's a tiny little, very, very small, flying in the sky. Kind of like the original goal of connecting these spreads was going to be CatOwl flying around and looking at stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
the audience kind of wants to see CatOwl rather than just what CatOwl is looking at. And that makes sense to me. We're not going to see CatOwl in the dream sequence. So I want to put that idea in your mind. I'm not asking you to do that right now. I want you to continue on with what you were
Okay.
doing.
Okay.
But kind of as an afterthought, we can have just a few very tiny CatOwl, like excuse me. I don't know how to tell you how big it is, but like it would probably be like about the size of one of these water bubbles near Octopede. Maybe you'll have like CatOwl fly behind one of these water bubbles with a little bit of magnified, a little magnified, like you've magnified every bubble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you could also even do that same thing with a little CatOwl, maybe on one of these water bubble. I think you do have it like right up here, like a little tiny CatOwl in the background. It would be out of focus too. I'm not looking for like a composite focused image. I'm just looking for what looks like a bird from far away.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do you have any questions about that idea?
No.
Okay. Okay. So I've closed that, and I'm going back to Slack, I think. Okay. What am I doing? I'm a little out of it. Let's see. So you saw my notes on Sharkflingo, right? This is
Yeah, I
yeah,
changed the place of his feet. The
yeah,
should be there or
yeah. I like the feet here.
okay.
Uh, and you've got good ripples going on here in the water. What do you think about the idea of having the beach bummers faces on this van? What do you think about it?
Oh yeah, we can do that. So you thinking to get them from the previous spread or to make another version of them?
That's a good question. I'm just looking at them now. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think okay, so here's what I think you should do. I think you should copy their faces from a previous spread, but when you're using the images of them like broke from a shrub or tree, like them looking there, and then what you can do is you can add an effect to kind of pixelate that to look like their faces have been painted onto the closed van.
So to make them like more sketchy, more painted.
Sketchy. I think that's a good word for it.
Okay.
It's almost like almost like I bet you could take what you've already done and then add an effect in Photoshop. I don't know what the Photoshop effect would be. It's probably called pixelate or something that takes takes an image and makes it a lower resolution image.
It will make it on little squares, yeah?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I will check out. Maybe there is something like that.
Or I think that would just be an easier way than resketching them. But maybe for you, it's equivalently the same. You know, maybe you just like to make another couple pictures of their faces.
Yeah, okay, I will play around with it.
I'm trying to think of where their faces will be. Part of me thinks like they should be drinking this soup.
That's a cool idea.
Like you have two pictures of soup bowls on the van.
Yeah.
So they might be like, you know, like one's on this side and then one's on this side, or
Yeah.
like you could have them like, you know, looking at you or
Making advertisement.
yeah. It's funny because this place is never open. They're never actually running it, but it makes me want soup actually right now. I want soup and like coffee. Okay, let's see here. Got a lot of open space on this one, which is kind of wait, where did I put it? It's in Slack. Okay. I kind of want I'm fighting in my head right now, Maria, about what I want this spread to look like. You have all of the key components here. I see you have little bits of clouds in the sky.
Oh yeah, I just did them. They're pretty rough, but we can make them star clouds.
Yeah, I'd like that.
But
I would like that.
If we don't have dark area, they will be just white clouds, or they will be yellow clouds.
Oh, the clouds. Okay. Right now, when it's not dark in Valhalla Olympus, the star the star clouds will appear white.
Okay.
But I do want them to be kind of like. Hold on, I'm getting a pen. I want them to be kind of poofy nimbus clouds. You know what a nimbus cloud is?
Like shiny.
I don't know why I'm bothering drawing this. I'm gonna go look it up. Okay, hold on. All right, so let's see. Nimbus cloud. Of course, it shows me the cloud from Dragon Ball. Yeah, they're. Okay, so stop sharing. And share window, Chrome tab, Nimbus Cloud share. Okay. So these are some Nimbus clouds. Like here's a pretty good example of one.
Okay, yeah, pretty close to our concept that we have.
Yeah, paste. A Nimbus cloud, as opposed to like, here we go, types of clouds. I don't want to watch this video. Types of clouds. Yeah, so here's like these are the clouds I don't want. You see what I'm seeing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So these like wispy clouds. These are not these.
Maybe Are you doing something? Because I'm just seeing the
Oh, you're not seeing anything. No, how
yeah.
about now? Okay. Um, so not this kind of cloud. There's like fog.
Mm-hmm.
Not this kind of cloud. It's like wispy. But then, so here's nimbus clouds. These are like, they almost look like their own contained shape.
Mm-hmm.
Not a tornado. That's a neat looking cloud.
Yeah, that's cool.
Lenticular. Maybe we should make it out of those. I don't think I've ever seen a cloud like that. But that kind of looks like a lamp.
Like a UFO plate.
Yeah. Wow. Look at the moon sun here.
Mm, that's cool.
Asperitas. This is neat, but it's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking just for the like when a child draws a cloud and it's like that's essentially what a nimbus cloud looks like. A cumulonimbus are giant ones. You know, maybe this spread would be a really great opportunity to have a very large star cloud, because the spread right now has a big open space in the background. So how do you feel about that? Is that something that you'd be up for?
Yeah, we can try.
Okay.
I cannot imagine how it's gonna look like, but
It's gonna look like a cloud.
I mean the whole composition, if it's gonna look like okay, but we can try.
Yeah, let's see. You gotten everything else. You've done it all. So I believe in you. Where am I going now? I'm going back to Slack. So something else. You know, my whole time knowing you, I haven't gotten sick once.
Whoa, that's very nice.
Let's see. I'm going back to Slack share. Yeah, it's definitely affecting my ability to think. Let's see. So here we go. I'm yeah, you could have one gigantic star cloud in the background. I don't know how big it'll be. You could also maybe throw in some glass and glass here. Give some texture to the give some texture to Sky Beach.
Okay.
Sharkflingo is very funny.
Do you think we should make the whole sand to be in both grasses or just random parts?
I say so what you're saying is like one area of nice grass, one area of gross grass, or have them all mixed up, right?
I don't know.
I thought that's what you were saying. I'm trying to follow.
What I was asking you was, do you want to have separate bits of grass here and there, or to cover the whole sand with grass? Or you decide which kind of grass.
All right, I have an idea.
Okay.
So because the beach bummers never maintain their stuff, we should have a bunch of gross grass around the van.
Okay.
Um, and then I guess nice grass that would be roughly where your shadow currently is, but not where it will be. So have nice grass that kind of makes a line to here.
Okay. So to use this line for separation for the both grass.
Well, here, see my mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Make it go like from here. This is so like you're not gonna have grass on the pond.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have grass outside of the pond, and there will be there'll be a clear divide between nice grass and gross grass. And we'll see that divide. We'll see a little bit of it where Swandog's feet are. So Swandog's feet are going to be on. Just have a little bit of sand around Swandog's feet so that the audience can clearly see Swandog. I don't want Swandog getting covered by grass. I want people to be able to see Swandog well.
Okay. So everywhere else to be in grass, or we are having other parts that will be just sand?
Good question. I really this is a good question. I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah, my head's a little slower than normal right now. So gross grass certainly is going to be all around the van and all around the Fruit Loo, and maybe up to like here. But the nice grass. Okay, I figured it out. So the nice grass, the glass, which is the not gross grass, the glass is gonna be all up in this area. And because it's nice grass, it'll be uniform and pretty with the colors that you've used before. We won't see and we'll see it come all the way up to the edge of the pond. And then we'll see it a butt, which means comes up next to the gross grass, which is roughly where this sign is. But then when we get gross grass, the gross grass is not uniform. There's clumps of it, and then clumps of it, and clumps of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have you guess at where the clumps are
Okay.
and where the grass is. That's fine, knowing that there will be an opening that Swandog is standing on.
Okay.
And then to recap again, I do want you to make this water down in this left corner.
Okay.
So that we think that this pond is actually quite a lot bigger. And I'd like you also to extend the pond. So I see like you've made these rectangles. So like two rectangles. So I'm pointing to the rectangles, right? You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then I want the pond to kind of come out maybe to about this far, which is like two more rectangles away from where it currently is. To give the pond some size.
Okay, so it will be just next to the Yellow Ocean.
It'll be closer, but it'll be about like if 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5, 6 rectangles is the Gelosian.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about like 2.5 to 3 rectangles away from the current pond to extend the
Okay.
pond that much further.
So it will be also closer to the snack reel if we make it.
The
Oh,
pond.
give me a second. I have to open the door.
Hey, welcome back.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all right. I'm gonna have to get a FedEx package myself. I hope I hear the guy. I was in the shower and he came yesterday, and it was my laptop. My laptop screen cracked because I put my head earbud on my keyboard, and then of all people, I saw the original illustrator of CatOwl, who I haven't seen in many years.
Oh,
She
really?
walked into the coffee shop, and I was like, "Oh, hello!" And I saw like to show I wasn't like paying attention to my computer. I like closed my computer, and I closed it right on the earbud, and I cracked the screen.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
that's
Good
very.
news is though, she's happy that I'm still going on with the project without her, because that was very confusing what she did.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, that was yeah. When we're totally done with CatOwl, I'll show you her renditions of what things almost looks like, but that'll be a while. Yeah, because okay, cool. Well, so that's that story. Anyway, whatever. Who cares? Oh man, what were we talking about just now? We were talking about like grass and good grass, bad grass,
Oh,
moving the pond.
yeah. I asked you because if you move it a bit up, to extend it to be like up, it will be closer to the snack reel as well. Yeah.
No, I like how close it is to Snack Grill. So are you in your mind envisioning actually raising the level of the water of the pond?
Because if we make it closer to the Yellow Ocean on the one side, it should be proportional on the other side, don't you think so? Because it will be like that otherwise.
Well, fortunately, we can just change the landscape. So I'm imagining someone comes in with an excavator, carries a bunch of sand away on over here, and then the water trickles that way. I'm not actually imagining pouring more water into the pond.
Okay. So we will like distort the shape of the pond and it will not be spherical. It won't be spherical pond, but it will be like irregular shape.
Yeah, it will. And also we won't even see, the audience doesn't see the full pond because the pond gets cut off. So the audience imagines that the pond goes this way for who knows how long. But that is something we will reinvestigate when we do flash night and we have an overhead view.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll be and I think the word you're looking for is circular. Spherical is like this.
Oh yeah, circular. Yeah, you're right.
What else do we have? What is this right here?
I don't know, just something random stuff.
Is it a solar panel?
I'm not sure. I think I just saw it on I think I saw it on one of these outside loose. It's for to get the probably to get like how to say it, but
Electricity?
no, the to remove the bed smell from this wooden thing.
It's like a interesting. Oh, I like it. I don't know what it is, but I like it. So keep it.
Okay.
So their faces are gonna be here and here.
Okay.
And guess they'll be looking right out, like their faces will just be looking right out as if someone was standing here. They'd be looking at their faces. Um, do you have flags like this a lot in Bulgaria?
Uh, Not like a lot, but we have them.
Yeah, they're next to like car dealerships and that kind of thing. Is that where you see them?
What? What? Car dealer?
Oh shit! That's it. Okay. I hope they fixed it. What were we talking about? Where were we?
Uh, you said the word like car dealer about the sign.
Oh, right. Yeah. So I like the flag. I'm just wondering, where do you see flags like this?
It's like for a random advertisement, and we have them because I'm here living by the seaside, and there is like for the beach bars, they have this signs.
Okay. Well, I like it. Um, I'm in my mind right now trying to think of how to populate this spread. I'm also aware we don't need to have it be totally full of details. I'm just thinking in like octopede and millipus. There was so much going on there, and this spread is just not going to have as much going on, but that's okay. We're gonna have a couple of tentacles over here, right? On this side.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's have the edge of octopede. And then yeah, one big star cloud I think would look nice.
Okay, so just one cloud in the middle and not other clouds in the spread.
I think that's okay. Yeah, I think it's just gonna have one big, like what do they call like the king nimbus cloud, the big one.
Mhm. Okay, yeah, that would be cool.
Um,
But maybe the one part of the spread will be a bit empty. Um, and not very balanced. Because if on the one side of on in the sky we have tentacles, then in the middle we have enormous star cloud, and then on the right part we just won't have anything.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm trying to think of that too.
Or we can cut off the tentacles. I don't know.
You like have them spread, spread, have them like reach into the middle of the spread kind of far.
Uh, mm, no, no.
No,
I meant not to do them because it will be too much in the left part and in the sky.
like it'll be too much detail that doesn't have to do with the page.
Mm, just for the balance, because the sky balance, because we will have object in the middle, object on the left, and nothing in the right.
Oh, I see. um,
But we can just make them and see if it's gonna look very bad.
yeah, I don't know. This might be a good opportunity to have a bigger CatOwl flying by.
Wow, to have CatOwl on the one of the sides. Okay,
Yeah,
we
kind of
can
like
make this.
yeah. So maybe put a CatOwl up here and make it bigger than like because we have all this space. Put a CatOwl over here,
Yeah, okay.
and
But
then
it should be the elements in the sky. I think they should be smaller because they are not connected to the storytelling of the spread. They,
what should
they
be
sh-
smaller?
the objects in the sky should be
Oh,
smaller than objects in the foreground because they are what actually matters for the storytelling of this spread.
I agree with you there. Yeah, you might just have a big nimbus cloud, but very far away. Um,
Yeah, and maybe s- small, like faraway tentacles and faraway catalogs, so not to drag the attention to them, because we have to focus on Sharkflingo, on the closed, the Swandog, Fruit Loop also.
yeah, you might be able to make Sharkflingo. You know, you could do also. You can make Sharkflingo bigger. The legs are totally the right size, but you can make the tail to the nose longer so that maybe like we see like right now. I'd consider this to be like a somewhat of a profile of Sharkflingo, but it's like at a diagonal, and then
Yeah, yeah, it's like a bit turn around to be walking towards Swandog.
um maybe you could so it so one of the goals is like Sharkflingo's trying to get to Swandog, but absolutely cannot make it through the pond because there's all this mud on Sharkflingo's feet, and it's like squishing into the mud.
Mhm.
But I bet you could make this bigger. You can make his body bigger, maybe like this big. Um, like make him really appear quite massive. And that'll take up some empty space too, because the audience wants to see Sharkflingo. Um, and they want to see Swandog, and they want to see this stuff too. But like the spread opens with great white pink Sharkflingo's movements. Oh wait, are so unusual. Swandog eyes him nervous, laughing awkward. Yeah. So Fruit Loo is unusable. It's a little strange because for this spread, we're actually talking about the things on the far right, before we're talking about the things on the far left?
Well, we can flip the spread if you want.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, actually.
Okay.
So a complete flip, 180, like latitudinally.
Yeah.
And well, now, okay, wait, what's that going to change though? No, it'll be fine. Everything, so you'll flip the whole thing, except you'll have a plan in mind. Oh, okay. So wait, hold on. Can you sketch for me what the flip's going to look like? Just because I'm trying to imagine right now.
I will remove the shadow as well. And
Yeah.
look at.
Because we have a special moon shadow coming in that will still be on the bottom of the screen.
Okay. It seems like.
Okay. Let's see. I I'm astounded. I don't know why I like this so much more, but I really do.
Cool.
All he did was all he did was fit.
Yeah, just flip it and remove the dark part.
Maybe the dark part was confusing me or something. This is, yeah, so this is great. Okay, so so this little quarter here is still gonna get filled in with water.
Okay.
And I do want some more water going over to here, but with a distinct difference between sky between the Jalotian and this pond. And the gross grass is going to be all over here now. I'll leave it to you on where to put that divide. If you feel it's a good choice, put the divide of the gross grass and the nice grass right at the gutter of the spread.
Okay.
So that seems like a pretty good solution to me. But if you don't like it, well, I don't know. Tell me what you think when you do it.
Maybe it will look better in terms of perspective if we use some of these perspective lines as for dividing it. The white lines, they are
Yeah.
green, white, and pink.
Yeah, I
So
see these. Yeah.
if you use one of the white lines, I think it will look more realistic.
One of so instead of using the gutter, we're gonna use one of the perspective lines that you've generated
Yeah, it
to
would be
help
better.
do the divide. Okay, I'm into that. I'm fine with that. So
Also, the shadow the dark part that we want to make, it
yeah,
will look also more logically good if we use any of the perspective lines. But I'm not sure. Maybe you can, uh, like when it's flipped that way, maybe you can show me again around where you want it.
where the moon shadow is.
Yeah.
Um,
Good. Can you
I
use one
think
of the perspective lens or?
yeah, yeah, I'm thinking about it. I think it'll be right here. This one, this white one here. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, so this will be the dividing line.
For the moon shadow, yeah. So this is, but then there's still going to be a like a regular shadow
Okay,
cast.
so the on from our key objects, only Fruit Loop will be in the dark part of Fruit Loop.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I hope. I mean, I try not to make it too dark. We want to see it, but
And we won't have dark in the sky, but only on the ground.
um, the sky will not have dark, but it will. But the color of the light is going to be like that of dusk. So very similar to the light that we just experienced with Octopede, like that golden light,
Okay.
a warm color temperature light. And we got their faces here and here. I do want you to make these letters wider, but you probably saw that already.
Yeah, I have to flip them as well.
Oh yeah, that too at this point. But I like the idea of them being like a little wider. Um, Great. A variety of wash air bubbles are going to be around. Cool. We've seen those. You could probably recycle a bunch of them. Use some of the same ones. Maybe make like a slight alteration in a water bubble so it doesn't look totally copied. I guess the Gelosian. I mean, it's got to look pretty similar to how it just looked with Octopede. I mean, I know the light's not coming from here, but do you know in your mind what the reflection of whatever light we're using might look like on the pond and on Gelosian?
On the gel ocean, probably we will have some reflection from the star cloud.
Ah, yeah, yeah, and a shadow from it, big cloudy shadow.
Oh yeah,
So
and
it illuminates its own cloud shadow. That's nice. I like that.
the star cloud maybe will be reflecting in the pond as well.
I like that. Yeah. I have an idea. Can you move Swandog over to here?
Yeah, okay.
Because if you do that, then we can make the moon shadow a little bit bigger, and maybe have that shadow come over to here.
Okay.
And if the moon shadow is over the pond, then we can get a better reflection of the nimbus cloud of the star cloud.
So about the other objects, in which direction is going to be their shadows?
Good question. Um,
Now we have shadow on Swandog and Sharkflingo, but I don't know if they're in the right direction.
All right, let's use two distinct words. One is moon shadow and one is regular shadow. Because the moon shadow is like this, is like our mythical shadow that wouldn't really exist in the real world.
Okay.
And then our normal shadow is the shadow of the light from the light lit side of the moon sun. So the regular shadow will come down on the van. And so I'm guessing we're going to use the perspective lines for that as well. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So if we've moved Swandog over to roughly here,
Mm-hmm.
and our moon shadow is now maybe like all the way this line here,
Mm-hmm.
then that's like an exceptionally dark portion of the screen, and darkness is coming. Um, we won't have like the Fruit Loo will not have a shadow
Mm-hmm.
because it's already in a shadow. It's in the moon shadow, but the van will have a regular shadow, and I just don't know how big that'll be. I'm guessing it'll be.
But
I don't want the van shadow to go on our Swan Dog. I want people to see Swan Dog very clearly. So that's
but
what I'm thinking.
the van shadow will be towards the pond or towards the gel ocean.
It will be towards the pond.
But that would mean that the moon sun is behind the van. To
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
because so the both moon and sun are in one position and they will be throwing shadow from one direction actually,
yeah.
and it will be somewhere behind the it will be behind yellow ocean.
What do you mean behind Jello Ocean?
um, so you cannot see my mouse, yeah.
I can't see you at all. Actually, hold on.
Mm,
So let's here.
what should I do to share my screen?
Go ahead. Yeah. Wait, you're asking how to do it, or
Oh, no,
uh,
that's a window. Okay, so now you see this, yeah?
I see it. Yep.
Okay. So in in order to have the shadow to be here, oops, this is
Yeah.
not a good brush. To be drawing shadow here,
Yeah.
it should be somewhere here, the moon sun, and drawing the shadow here.
Yes, that is roughly where the moon sun is.
Okay,
Or
so it's
well,
somewhere here.
well, no, hold on. It's not. No, I mean everything you're saying is right. Um, the 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 moon sun itself, though, I'm gonna point to it. Um, let's see. So all I gotta do is click here, and where's your map? Here it is. Okay, you see my mouse?
Yeah,
So here's moon sun,
yeah,
and then here's spread 16.
yeah.
So I know that
We are on 15, yeah?
oh shit, are we on 15?
Yeah.
That's oh, it's all okay. Yeah. Um. Okay. Uh. All right. Well. Okay. So the moon sun's here. Spread 15 is we have it listed here, but realistically, spread 15 actually covers this whole area, right? Because we're seeing this pond.
Yeah, we're seeing both pond and yellow ocean and sand.
You might need to move 15 over next to 16 because, or at least for later. Okay, so spread 15. We're looking. We are here. We the audience are here. for spread 15, and we are looking this way. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So our moon sun is casting a big shadow that is barely touching the edge of our pond. You with me?
Yeah.
And then we have our dusk light on this side of the pond, and so forth. So
Okay.
I've pointed there. Now in now you were saying the moon sun itself was like maybe up here, and I mean that's maybe true. I can't quite picture that in my mind, Maria. But I know that this is this little moon sun spot hovering above Pegasaurus Rex. I don't know if it's exactly here or like even a little more to the left.
Okay. So it's somewhere here. We cannot see it. It's not visible.
Yeah, it's probably not, but I'm looking for your advice on that one.
Okay. So if we make this to be the shadow,
Yeah.
and this, but here we will have the darkness somewhere here.
Yeah.
So the dark part will be covering some of the van or no?
Yeah. I believe it'll cover some of the van. Yeah. The moon shadow.
Okay, let's move Swandog somewhere here. Need to remove the shadow. So you want
Yeah.
Swandog somewhere here?
Yeah, and that'll give us good reflection of Swandog too.
Should I make it smaller as we make it far away from us, or to leave it this big?
Excuse me. Maria, that is a good size for Swandog. But I do want you to make Sharkflingo bigger.
Okay, Sharkflingo. Like how big?
Can you distort Sharkflingo right now and make him wider?
Yeah.
Make him 3 times as wide as a guess. So that's like twice as wide. Yeah, that looks good to me.
And should I make it taller as well or no?
No. It's great. I like how it is. I want you to like readjust your proportions, but I like this as a as a size of Sharkflingo.
Okay. And so we will have darkness here and over here. And maybe something like that with the darkness.
Looks good to me. Yeah.
And
Oh, actually, no. Would you expand it a little more? Uh. So. Yeah. Right about there for that darkness. Yeah. The reason I'm asking you to do that is because I want to be able to see the moon. Oh, sorry, the star cloud, our star cloud reflection.
okay, and then the normal shadows we have here some from the van, here from these beans, somewhere around here for Swandog,
Yeah,
and somewhere there for Sharkflingo, and here for the sign.
and also a cloud. You're gonna have your big cloud in the background will have its own kind of shadow on Jaloshin.
Okay, so we have like a very big cloud.
Yeah, so you're gonna find a cloud spot, a CatOwl spot, and maybe a tentacle or two.
Okay, I'll fix the cloud. Maybe it will be like that. Or
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
okay. Um, so here we have a bit of tentacles. And here we have a flying CatOwl.
Yeah, it's nice. Make her a little pregnant too, if you can, because she's got that egg in her by
Okay.
this point. She's about to plop out that beautiful egg.
And we will change the font
Yeah, add more, stretch the pawn to the left too, would you? Because you can.
to the left.
Yeah. That's nice.
Okay.
I mean, it's like you might as well have more pond over there. Yeah, that's good. That's gonna the more pond you have there, the better reflection we can get.
Okay. And I have to also extend it. Where is the perspective?
Whoa, what did you do?
Just the perspective layer is like darker. When I remove the lines, it's becoming lighter. So you want also the pond to be continuing this direction?
Yeah, just a little bit. That's nice. Yeah, we kind of want to think. We don't know how big the pond is. Like the audience doesn't know how big the pond is.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I'm gonna look for a flamingo getting stuck. See if I can get something good for you. Okay, I don't think I'm ever gonna find a photo of a stuck flamingo. They're so designed not to get stuck.
Yeah, do they do that?
They look super alien. The flamingos. For this photo I found.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that would very cool.
Their knees bend the other way. Every time I see Sharkflingo, I laugh. Any other thoughts? Any other things?
I think no.
Okay. Well, let's recap. Let's see here. Okay, you got a lot of ponds. You got a CatOwl locations. You got some tentacles location. You're gonna get the reflection of Swandog. You're gonna put a couple of faces on the closed. You're gonna flip the text. You're gonna make a nimbus cloud that has a little bit of illumination to it, which can be seen reflected in the pond for the audience from where the audience camera currently is. You're gonna put a bunch of gross grass all around the beach bummer stuff, including Fruit Loo, including the van, including the garbage. There'll be nice grass, and you're roughly around the sign. There's going to be nice grass to the right of it. You might want to leave like a little bit of shoreline between the nice grass and Jaloshan, because I vaguely remember that's what you did in the past. Let's double check. Where is your storyboard? There it is. And I'm about to share. Okay, never mind what I said. I was just looking in the old storyboard to see where you put the grass on the shoreline before. And I see that you have grass going right up to the edge of the water, which is just fine by me. So you know where to put the good grass, you know where to put the bad grass. Is there anything else? You got a lot of shadows to deal with. Keep things clear for the audience, but you might have a challenge with like how you're gonna mix your shadows, like the super shadow, the moon shadow, and other shadows, and they're gonna be kind of next to each other.
Yeah.
So that might look strange, but that's kind of okay. What hasn't been strange in CatOwl. All right, so that's it for me then. I can't meet next week, but I can meet. I can't meet on Thursday because I have an appointment. But maybe are you available on Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yep.
11 o'clock Eastern time is good for you?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'll make that now. Thank you, Maria. I look forward to seeing what you do with this, as always.
Thank you too. Get well soon.
Thanks. I appreciate it. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.